You like anime? Due to YouTube circumstances, all our anime reactions are over at the Goosh, which is our Patreon. Over 3,000 of them. Link is in the description. A partial list is in the comment section. Bring your balls. Hey guys, if you're seeing this, I'm out of Susan's YouTube jail. Yeah, applause, applause all the way around. This platform sucks. I mean, it really does. Now, I'm going to make this video as brief as I can. I'm just going to explain to you guys, for any of you who don't know what happened and what we'll do about it going forward. All of YouTube is broken. We all know that. The strike I got, now we already had a warning on the channel from a reaction to one of Addict the One's Try Not to Laugh. That video that was taken down from my channel, the reactions to that video are all over YouTube, and they're fine. Some of them are age restricted, some of them are nothing, you know. Same thing with the one that I got the strike on, was Addict the One reaction. Plenty of them still out there. We know that everything that YouTube does, they are not even attempting any sort of fairness or anything along those lines with community guidelines, because with community guidelines are very vague. They just talk about, you know, well, is what you're seeing here encouraging the wrong type of behavior? Well, apparently only for certain people. Now, again, I'm not the only one. I'm not doing, oh, boo-hoo, they're just picking on me. There's a lot of people that are in my situation here. And a lot of others, as you guys, any of you who are regulars on YouTube, see, they can pretty much do whatever they want for whatever that reason may be. But that is what it is. So what it means for us going forward is I'm just going to keep trying to push as much of our community over to our Patreon as possible. The Patreon is a whole different world. We call it the Goosh. When you hear me say the Goosh, that's what I mean. The Goosh is a whole different world. We're allowed to do whatever we want. Do you know how fun it is to make a reaction video to anime or even anything else for that matter? But I can write any title I want to try and, you know, make a joke about something, make you guys laugh with the title. I can put any thumbnail I want from the... You can't do that here. You're constantly walking on eggshells. I have tons of videos up here now, especially from the days of doing the Omegle vids and stuff, where they could come through because they pick old videos and then they decide that something in it's objectionable. You know, it's been out there for months, sometimes years, but now it's objectionable and you must be punished. So it's just a matter of time and whether or not somebody on the front lines at YouTube, which again, it's a poorly run operation. And if someone who is a moderator for YouTube decides they don't like you, something you said, something you did, the way you look, who knows? They can pretty much destroy your channel if they want. And that's what goes on. So all that said, you never know what the future is here. So what I'm going to be posting is a lot of anime stuff. The reason being, I love anime. I love it more and more all the time. Anime is what we do at the Goosh. I know not everyone can afford, and I am sorry for that because I have to keep everything behind a paywall there. The Goosh and others just don't want to be a part of it, and that's understandable. There will always be content here, but I'll explain to you what type of content it will be. Oh, and I do always keep, it was going to go away for a while, but I changed my mind. We always keep a $1 level. It's $1 a month. We were figuring out the other day in a stream, and that gives you 70 to 75 minimum videos a month. So it's not like anybody's getting cheated. And at the $5 a month level, you see everything we post. So I try and keep the cost to be over there at a very, I think, a very bare minimum for the amount of content you get, especially if you enjoy my anime reactions. Now, so what we're going to do here, I'm going to be making a series of vids that are just individual clips of reactions I've had over at the Goosh. Now, the Gooshers are getting together, telling me the best clips that, you know, some of the best things they've seen, their favorite things as far as my reaction to something in an anime. A lot of great stuff, a lot of hard-hitting stuff that was emotional, a lot of stuff that was hysterical, a lot of stuff that was just big moments. So I'll just be, that we can do here. And actually, we don't have problems right now with the Japanese companies. We have problems with YouTube. Because what happens was the Japanese companies couldn't take down my content based on fair use. I challenged them back on it all the time. I explained why I believe it was within fair use and said, you know, let's have at it. And they would drop it. So YouTube said, oh, well, we'll make it better for you. We'll just give you the ability to just block content. And when YouTube allows them to block, you have no recourse. There's no appeal process. If you appeal, what they do, if you say, no, this is within fair use, here's why, YouTube goes back to them. This is really what they do. They go back to the company who blocked it. They show it to them and they say, no, we still don't want our content up there. And YouTube goes, okay. It's basically, again, them just washing their hands of having to allow people to utilize the fair use segment of our copyright laws here. So the Japanese companies will just block. Now, a lot of them have come around and determined that it's better to just third-party claim and leave the video up and, get paid for it. And others, if you cut it up just right, they'll let you post it, like we're doing with Avatar right now. So anything I can bring over here from the Goosh, Avatar will complete, and then I'll find something else, hopefully, I can bring over. I'll keep posting that for you. But we're going to do these small little clips. I can do that on any of them because I don't know any of the companies that are going to gripe about, 10, 12 seconds and my reaction. So we're going to show clips. There's been some big stuff happening in Gintama, some of the older stuff, whether it's High School DxD or there's just been so many great moments. We over 4,000 videos at the Goosh. So there's been a lot of really great moments in our anime reactions and our reactions to other things as well. So I'm going to be bringing you those clips. Hopefully you guys enjoy those. It's fun. It's an easy watch, and I think you guys will get a laugh out of it. And again, it brings more people over there to the Goosh, and the Goosh is what allows me to do this every day. Now, I will also, as long as there's still an interest, a lot of you seem to really enjoy the Try Not to Laughs from Family Guy, and I will keep posting them, some of the cartoon Try Not to Laughs, as long as it seems like they're, see what I'm afraid of with YouTube again, because Family Guy's over the edge, South Park's over the edge, even though it airs on TV, that doesn't mean that they won't give me a community guideline strike for reacting to it. So that's what I have to watch. I'm going to continue trying that as long as you guys have an interest in it, but there's going to be a lot of anime content, and the live streams will be back. I want to do the live streams, and I'm going to put them on a regular schedule as far as each day will have its own type of live stream, and if I can live stream that day, that's what you'll see, whether it's Free for All Fridays, of course, and we'll have the video clip streams that we do. We'll have the Ask Me Anythings. We'll have the topical streams. We'll have all that stuff because I love live streaming. It's the way I get to really interact with everybody in real time. And that's, again, as I've told you guys, and many of you have been here long enough to know, we've been live streaming on this channel since it became a thing, long before it was monetized or anything, just so we could hang out together. So that's what we'll be doing going forward. Hopefully I didn't drag on with this too long. Hopefully you guys understand why it is the way it is. But you do have to understand, I need to put my efforts into building, because I've always wanted a community from day one of this, into building the community over at the Goosh, because we can do what we want. Now, that's not to say, a lot of people have to read that the wrong way, and they'll say, well, yeah, because you don't have to follow copyright laws. No, the copyright laws exist all across the board. A Japanese company can file a copyright claim just as easily. There's a method for doing it. There has to be by law. File a copyright claim over at our Patreon just as easily as they can here. It's not copyright issues. I'm willing to fight for my fair use rights. It's that YouTube allows for blocks because that makes life easier for YouTube, and they don't give a shit about the content creators. So everything over there is just like, it's like Nirvana opposed to here, again, because of the freedoms we have. And we have all kinds of polls about things and just all kinds of wacky stuff. It's just a really good community. And again, I get that it's not for everybody, and I understand it. And there will be content here all the time, particularly the live streams, but a lot of anime stuff. Let me know what you guys think. And hopefully I'll be seeing you around here on the regular, unless Susan and her army of mental midgets decides to come at us again.